Hi, thanks for joining me today. It's Kathie, and I have a new project to share with you. We'll be featuring the September 2017 Paper Pumpkin Kit, and this is alternate project number 1. Yes, I didn't end up going up north. However, I did send my husband on his merry way. Hopefully he'll be safe because he went up by himself. Anyway, I did have a super busy weekend. My brother actually got married, so that's finally done and over with. And I decided I'm going to work on a project to share with you. All right, we're going to start with the small note card that came in the September kit. It measures 3 inches by 6. We're going to cut it in half, and the side that is not embossed, we're going to use the white side. We'll just put that over to the side once we cut that down. And then the side that is embossed, we're going to shorten that a bit more. We'll take off about 1/8 of an inch. And that way, when you put the two pieces back together, we'll have a white border. All right, and then the embossed side, we're going to highlight the embossed areas using Cajun Craze, Stampin' Right marker. And I think the flourish design is actually quite pretty. All right, and if you don't have the Cajun Craze Stampin' Right marker, you can use a dark brown or a dark red marker. All right, and then now we're going to stick the two pieces together. And then the next step, we're going to create a background panel using the small leaf stamp from the kit. We're going to stamp using Cajun Craze all over that panel in different directions. And once we're finished coloring all the leaves in, it's going to measure 4 inches by 5 1/4. I did start stamping it with second generation ink, but I don't think it really made much of a difference. It does look like I have a bit more on one end. So when I'm finished coloring this panel, I'm going to put the flourish piece over the area that's a bit more sparse. All right, for the coloring of the leaves, I brought in wild wasabi. I did go a little bit light on the green. And then I'm going to bring in Cajun Craze, and we'll darken up the bottoms of those leaves so that the images pop more. And the green didn't look quite dark enough to me, so I'm bringing back the wild wasabi, and we'll just darken up the greens there just so that the image pops a bit more. And it looks a little more brighter. All right, we're going to back it onto Pear Pizzazz. That measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And the flourish piece, we're going to back it onto Pear Pizzazz also, and that's going to measure 3 1/4 inches square. We're going to raise it with some dimensionals though, and that way it'll give it some more dimension. Okay, and then once we're done that, we'll just adhere it over top of the leaf panel. Okay, the next step, grab the yellow leaf die cut piece. We're going to sponge around the edge using the Cajun Craze ink. Just to add a bit more, or just to add a little bit of dimension to these leaves. And then darken up the bottom parts of those leaves. And I did bring in wild wasabi to darken up the bottom part of those leaves just a bit. And then the next step, we're going to use the small tag with the gold accent and the little thank you from the stamp set. And we'll stamp that with Cajun Craze. And then here is the fern die cut piece from the kit. We're going to glue that down over top of the flourish piece. And I did place it a little low and then a little high, so I have some glue everywhere, but we'll just wipe it away with paper towel. And then we're going to stick down that little tag, and we'll have that just hanging off the edge a bit on the right. And for the yellow leaf, we're going to raise it with some dimensionals. Okay, and then the twine that came in the kit, I doubled up on it and then tied it in a bow. And it was giving a bit of grief because it kept twisting on me. But good enough. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Anyway, we're going to stick it down just underneath the yellow leaf there, and we'll just wait for that to dry. And I did mount it onto a top folding card base, which measures 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then to finish it off, I put 3 Daffodil Delight enamel dots on it. So that's our card for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And just a reminder that October and November kits are going to be Christmas themed. They work hand in hand, but you don't have to buy both kits. So if you want to just try October, just make sure you get in on it before the 10th of October. Or if you just want November's, just make sure you get in before the 10th of November. Thanks so much for joining me today. Bye for now.